Hello, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People, and my guest today is Edward.
Hi, people.
And I'm going to try to ascertain Edward's personality type. I've not met him before today. We've chatted a little bit here, but I don't have very much information about him. So, I want to try a Mr. Allen style personality test on him. You awake, Edward, and you discover that you are in a very dark room. You assume. You can't see anything. It's completely dark. But you can hear around you the sound of other people breathing. You have no recollection of how you got here. You feel around you and you feel you're on top of a mattress and you're wearing pajamas. And to the best of your recollection, you went to bed last night normally in your own bed and you have no idea how you got here. What do you do?
Get up.
Okay, you stand up. You're still in pitch dark. You can't see anything. You can hear the sound of people breathing and rustling around you as though others are sleeping nearby.
Ask who's there.
There's no reply. People are still sleeping.
Look around.
It's pitch black. You can't see anything.
Start walking.
You trip over a bed and fall down, landing on top of somebody. They go, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," and push you away and go back to sleep. What do you do now?
Get up in fear.
Get up in fear? Okay, how is that different from getting up than normally?
Because now I know
There's
people around
mattresses
me.
to trip over? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do now?
Just keep walking.
Alright, you trip over another mattress and fall down again. Then you get up again. You keep walking? Okay, well, you hit a wall eventually. You're at a wall now.
Follow through with the wall.
Okay, so you fall along the wall. You feel a light switch.
Turn it on.
Okay, it's now that you see it's a brick room. All the walls are brick, all the floors are brick, ceiling's brick. And there's a bunch of people going, ah, 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 right now. The light's on and they're starting to wake up. You also see a door on one end, and that's it.
Go to the door.
Okay, you go to the door. You try it, it's locked. What do you do?
Try to figure out where I'm at.
Well, you're in a room, it's brick, there's a door in front of you that's locked, and you're apparently trying to get out. What do you do?
I don't know. Ask around.
You ask around. So you go to somebody, you want to wake somebody up. Who do you wake up? There's people of all different ages, genders, whatever.
Just ask the first person I see.
Okay, first person you see is a little girl. She's 7 years old. You wake her up. You say, "Hey, little girl, where are we?" And she says, "Mommy, mommy." Like that. What do you do?
Mama. To the next person.
And she's like, "Oh, wait, why are you leaving me? You just woke me up for no reason."
Still wake up the next person.
Go away, little girl. Okay. Wake up the next person. She's an older lady. She says, "Oh, where are we?"
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too.
It looks like we're in a brick room someplace. Have you located a door?
Yeah, that shit's locked.
You're a profanity, young man. Should we go? What should we do then?
I don't know. Keep asking around. See what we can do.
Keep asking? What are we going to ask people?
Shut up and let's go.
Okay. You wake up the next person. His name's Tom. He's like, well, how are we going to get out of the room?
I don't know. Just keep waking everyone up. Let's all try to figure this out.
Well, but I can't figure anything out. Can you help me figure it out?
Let's go, dude. I'm just trying to wake everyone up.
Okay, you wake everybody up. Finally, somebody says, let's try to kick down the door.
Okay, well, let's try to kick down the door.
Everyone tries one at a time, but they're all too weak.
Then we all try together like it was threes or something.
Okay, you try these threes, you break down the door. Now, all of a sudden, you look back and only one other person has made it out of the room alive with you. Right as you break through the door, a big rock has fallen from the ceiling and killed everybody else in the room. It's only you and one other person now. It's you and the little 7-year-old girl. And she's like, what do we do now? And you look, and there's a left hallway and a right hallway. Which way do you go?
Right, never the left.
Okay. Down the right hallway. Now you notice, you go around the corner here, there's a hallway that leads outside, and there's a hallway that leads to the left into a laboratory. Which one do you take?
Outside.
You go outside, okay. Outside you notice there's some tropical plants and stuff, and you see a beach. What do? The little girl's like, I'm hungry.
Go try to find some food.
Okay.
Bananas, apples, whatever we can find. You know what's safe.
Okay, well, you walk about 15 feet and you find a banana apple tree that has both bananas and apples on it. Now you give yourself and the little girl some bananas and some apples. Now, what do?
Just start eating and walk around, see what we can do, see what we can find.
Just play it by ear? Just see what happens? Okay, well, you find this book that says complicated instructions for building a hovercraft. What do you do?
Go back to the beach and write an SOS sign.
Right, SOS sign, so you don't use the book to make a hovercraft?
I'll deal with that later.
You'll deal with that later, okay. Deal with that later. Okay, I have a couple other questions for you.
Okay.
What would you like to know about this circumstance that you currently don't know in the story?
How'd I get there?
Okay. And the next question is, do you think truth is discovered or created?
Discovered.
Interesting. Okay, well that's the end of the test. I'm going to push pause and then yeah. Alright, so I think, you need to be quiet. I think that he's an ESFP, which is, here's what it says. Where's the party? ESFPs love people, excitement, telling stories, and having fun. The spontaneous, impulsive nature of this type is almost always entertaining. And ESFPs love to entertain on stage at work or at home. Social gatherings are an energy boost to these people. SPs sometimes think and talk in more of a spiderweb approach. Several of my ESFP friends jump from thought to thought and make sentences such as here and there. The marriage, almost incoherent to the listener. You can eventually cover the waterfront by skipping on impulse from one piece of information to another. It's really quite fascinating. ESFPs are attracted to new ideas, new fashions, new gadgets, new whatever. Does that sound like it relates to you?
Yeah, a bit.
A bit. Okay, a lot of it. The other possibility is ESTP. Let me. This is another one that has a sense of spontaneity kind of a thing, right? ESTPs are spontaneous active folks like other SPs. ESTPs get great satisfaction from acting on their impulses. Activities involving big power, speed, thrill, or risk are attracted to the ESTP. Chronic stifling of these impulses makes the ESTP feel dead inside. Gamesmanship is the calling card of the ESTP. A person is this type of natural drive to guess the competition. Some of the most successful salespersons are ESTPs. Illustrates the unscrupulous contingent of this type. Almost unconsciously, ESTPs look for nonverbal, nearly subliminal cues into what makes their quarry tick. Once they know, they wait for just the right time to trump the unsuspecting victim's ace and glory in their conquest. There you go. Got one more you or the ESFP?
They're both like right on it.
Okay. So then, let me ask you this. If you were to feel as though you had done something bad and feel bad about it, feel guilty or whatever, would it be because you realized you had actually hurt somebody's feelings, big deal? Would it be because you realized that you hadn't thought about all the facts, you got some detail and you did it wrong? I suspect you're probably ESFP. but you could be ESTP. The test suggested that you did end up going to the people, but I didn't give you a lot of non-people resources. It's interesting, the first choice you made was to go straight to the door, not to wake other people up, right? So that's one interesting thing. The second is that you chose to go outside rather than to go to the laboratory where there's likely to be more people. Now, there's a couple things at play there. On the one hand, it shows that you're not necessarily assuming that whoever you're going to run into in the laboratory is good, right? And on the other hand, it shows that you don't like being trapped. You want to get out as fast as possible. So both of those are traits that suggest to me T more than F. So I'm leaning towards ESTP, but you could be ESFP. Yeah, one of those two. So, and what are your thoughts about what I've said about all these traits? What hasn't been mentioned, or what do you think that this has gotten wrong with any of these things?
I mean, I don't really suggest that they have what's wrong in them. I mean, it sounds right on it. You know, I am very sociable with other people, and very salesman, that kind of stuff.
Interesting. Yeah, we EPs tend to be have an ENTP. Those sort of extroverted perceivers like that, they tend to be a little impulsive and a little like more, you know? Like, you know, smoke cigarettes and drink tons of soda a day. I don't drink any alcohol, but I drink a lot of caffeine and a lot of sugar and stuff, you know? So, welcome to the party. Thanks for watching Talking Faith, people. Thanks for being on Talking Faith, people.